fighting in Gaza. It sounds like Hamas violated the ceasefire and Israel responded. It's a very delicate ceasefire. President Trump wants Hamas to disarm. Why aren't they disarming?
I wish we could answer that question. The entire world is prevailing upon Hamas to put the weapons down and stop the onslaught. They are the ones impeding the progress there. This everlasting peace that President Trump says that we are on the verge of achieving, but you have to have willing partners on the other side. Hamas has proven over and over they cannot be trusted. They obviously have a murderous, dangerous ideology. Their sole purpose is to exterminate Israel and Jews and Americans, by the way. And the only way for the people of Gaza to have peace is for the bad guys to stop doing this. They agreed, we thought, to do it, so we'll have to see how this plays out in the coming hours and days.
60 Minutes story. What's your reaction to Israel strikes on Gaza today?
Well, we're going to have to see what's happening. We want to make sure that it's going to be very peaceful with Hamas, and as you know, they've been quite rambunctious. They've been doing some shooting, and we think maybe the leadership isn't involved in that. You know, some rebels within, but either way, it's going to be handled properly. It's going to be handled toughly, but properly.
Is the ceasefire still in place?
Yeah, it is. Yes.
Line to get Hamas to disarm, in your mind?
Not a timeline, not a hard line, but we're going to see how it all works out. They've lived there for a long time. They're very violent, as you understand. You've been covering it for a long time. But we're going to find out. Don't forget, 50,000 of them have been killed, okay? Mm-hmm. So they killed 1,200 people in the October 7th attack. It was an attack. They killed 1,200, but Israel can say that we killed 50,000. And so you'd say it's a whole new set of people, and it is. I mean, you know, they get replaced by other people, young people, but we're going to find out. So it's not a hard timeline, but it's a line in my own mind. And at a certain point, if they don't do what they're supposed to do, then we'll have to do it for them.
Do you expect an expansion of the Abraham Accords?
I do, almost soon. I don't want to use the word immediate, but soon. The Abraham Accords are a miracle in a way. And the 4 countries that went in initially, including UAE, highly respected, big and highly respected, they stayed in, and they're doing incredibly well. I mean,
indicated to you a willingness to do so.
Oh, they have. Even as recently as like yesterday, I had some very good conversations. Now, they couldn't have done it during the war. They couldn't have done it with the fight with, the fight that was going on with Iran as a power. With Iran as a power, that's why the 4 original countries really, they were somewhat courageous of them. And they did it with Iran as a power, and they made the right decision. And then they stayed during the war. A lot of people thought they'd have to get out. No, the Abraham Accords are amazing. It's amazing. And it'll help bring long-lasting peace into the Middle East. And I think it's a deal that catches on. It's a deal that's respected by everybody. We had Arab countries, Muslim countries. We had everybody. Israel approved this deal. Bibi was very brave. Bibi was a great warrior.
And yet, as soon as you left, Hamas executed 7 people, and then they went on to execute 30 more.
Yeah.
Do you believe they really will disarm?
Well, they promised they would. They said they would. It's down that they would. Now, they said they were gang members, et cetera, you know. But these are very violent people. This is a very violent part of the world. Nobody's seen violence like this. If we have to, we'll disarm them.
The U.S.?
Well, whether it's me or the U.S. or it's, a proxy, could be Israel with our backing. We won't have boots on the ground. There's no reason to.
In the past, you've said Gaza could be beautiful. It could be developed, and you said you wanted to develop it.
Well,
do you
not
have
me
plans for that?
Not me as an individual.
The U.S.
I liked it as like Freedom Place. You call it Freedom Place, and we would get all of the people that live there into decent homes throughout the region. If you look, Egypt has a lot of land. Jordan has a lot of land, you know, right next door. A lot of countries have a lot of land. So I had an initial vision that we would get them. Look at Gaza. I mean, you know, there's nothing standing. The whole thing it's all rubble. So it's not too hard to top that. And we'd build houses, and it would be paid for by the wealth of the, you know, the wealthiest countries are there. Although, if we win the tariff case, which hopefully we will, it's vital to the interests of our country. We're the wealthiest country there is. If we don't, we'll be struggling for years to come. I've ended, you know, of the 8 wars that we just mentioned, 5 of them have been ended because of tariffs. The threat of tariffs, as an example, kept India and Pakistan, 2 nuclear nations, from going at it. They were going at it. 7 planes were shot down. That's a lot. And they were going at it, and that could have been a nuclear war. And the Prime Minister of Pakistan actually just said, Donald Trump, President Trump saved millions of lives by him getting that. And I said to India and Pakistan pretty much the same thing. I said, look, if you're going to fight each other, I'm not going to do business with you. We're going to put on a 200% tariff, which will make it impossible for you to deal, and we're not going to do business. No, no, no. They said, no, no. And after 24 hours, I settled the war because, you know, I settled it through trade.
I want to get back to that because I want to talk a little about your backup plan, should that not go your way. But just to close the loop here, for yourself to help develop Gaza?
We are going to have a board of peace. You heard about it. And they've asked me to be the chairman. This is what I needed. But it's very important that, you know, to me, peace in the Middle East, that's a big thing. I've heard the term all my life, peace in the Middle East. For 3,000 years it has.